The Great Culture Shift, Dupe Lay. The third intro. Hope you having a good day out there. My stream is starting lovely. The Great Culture Shift by Dupele, 1.2 mil views, 11 videos. Enough yapping, let's get to it.
Things are changing. If you teleported someone from 10 years ago to today, their first impression would be that not much has changed.
Would it 10 years ago, 2015? I was still in school in 2015, so I would say my life has changed. I'm an adult now. I have more responsibilities. I can't speak for the world. I can speak for myself. But from my perspective, I'm gonna say life has changed just for the fact I'm not in school anymore. 2015, I was still in school. I'm a grown ass man now, so that's one big change.
Phones got bigger, prices went higher, and GTA 6 still hasn't come out yet. But us who have actually lived through that period, though, we know the truth. We know nothing is the same. A couple years ago, hip-hop was the biggest genre in the world. Now
I'm gonna say I don't, bro. First of all, hip hop will always be the biggest fucking genre. I'm tired of these fucking debates about hip hop is dead. First of all, hip hop is dead once everybody that raps dies. So let's stop there. Hip hop, as long as music exists, hip hop will be alive. That's number one. Number two, I'm just a certain demographic are saying that, and I say that to say if you grew up with hip hop, urban, black, whatever you want to call it, if you grew up with hip hop isn't dead. It's just, maybe you're looking for a Travis, Future, Drake, Yachty. Like, if you just look at that big artists and what they're dropping, then you can say mainstream is dead. But there's a bunch of, you could go listen to Skrilla, Prada Bag Shorty, Sosa, Shay, CHE, Wi-Fi's Funeral, Xavier Skeleton. There's a lot underground artists. There's a lot of fucking music you can go and listen to. So I rebuke that hip hop is dying. It's not. Mainstream rap probably ain't on top, but then again, when something blows up, when a new song blows up, or a new meme song, 9 times out of 10 it's a trap or a rap song. I know y'all seen the TikTok with the "treat me like a fool, oh yeah, badass kid after school, I'm playing with it too." Bro, that's hip hop. That's rap. So hip hop will never die as long as, like I said, as long as hip hop, and also hip hop is a $1 billion industry. Music is a $1 billion industry. Trust me, that shit ain't going nowhere. Relax. I guess people need something to talk about with that one.
it's dead. Just yesterday, everyone was holding their tongue and staying PC. Now, nobody cares. Today I want to answer.
I would say some people, I still care. Some people do still care because they're scared about, getting doxxed or their address, or I'm still fearful of certain things that I say. You know what I'm saying? But, you can't be scared though. You can't live life scared. It's okay to be scared here and there, but you can't live life scared. But yeah, like I said, and I already said something offensive, but once again, I'm just trying to entertain. I want nothing but peace, love, and positivity all around the board. Trust me. Even if I say certain things about a certain group or community or whatever the fuck, trust me. I want peace, love, and positivity for everybody. You understand me? You hear me? We could talk about that, but you know what I'm saying? Sorry if I say something offensive. I'm just talking. I'm just yapping. I'm just a nigga in his room. Don't take me too serious.
The question on everyone's mind: what the fuck happened? These are the 5 stages of a culture shift.
5 stages of a culture shift. Here we go.
Stage 1. Beginning.
Welcome to the year 2014. We're here at the tail end of Obama's presidency. The V-necks are cool, Instagram filters and Vine videos are...
Oh yeah, this was that era where I remember that era, like Russell Westbrook. Remember when niggas used to be wearing them look? I used to take the 3D glasses and pop out the lenses for real. I used to take them little 3D glasses you used to get from the movies. Used to pop them bitches out and wear them hoes like that. That's that era. You know what I'm saying? When we was wearing glasses with no prescriptions in them, just because it was cool. When we was wearing sweater vests, and Pharrell wearing them top hats, that's this era.
at their peak.
Got
My name is Jeff.
Everyone is doing the ice bucket
And it's funny because all those memes are still like famous to this day. Some of those memes are still famous.
challenge, and Happy by Pharrell Williams is the biggest song on the planet. The general vibe is, well, kinda joyful.
Happy. Hey, this copyright. Y'all finna copyright my shit.
Yeah. You guys remember that? I mean, if Happy dropped today, it would flop diabolically.
What? I ain't gonna lie. I see what he's saying because in this era of entertainment, bro, if he definitely said that, bro. All right, I'm done sound checking, but yeah, this era of entertainment, they definitely will be clowning Pharrell. They'll probably call this shit coworker music. I ain't gonna lie. If Pharrell came out with something today, they would call this shit. They would definitely call this shit coworker music if this song came out today.
Become a TikTok meme and get categorized as coworker music.
What I said, I promised you, if Happy came out today, I definitely do see that shit being called coworker music. For real.
All within a 48-hour window. Things wouldn't stay like this for long, though, as behind all the corny enthusiasm in the pop sphere.
And think about that. Being enthusiastic is corny. Being happy about something, being joyful about something is corny. Or it's just funny the things we clown for real. I could get deeper into that, but it's just funny how we clown certain qualities that really that ain't a bad thing.
Change was coming.
In the most unexpected form.
Wait, time is approximately.
Taxi.
Nah, that's crazy. I ain't gonna lie, Happy, that shit was, I think that was in a Despicable Me song. That shit was everywhere. The fuck? Did my YouTube just freeze? What the? How did we get to the end of the fucking video? Are you, fam? YouTube, what's up with you? Now I gotta figure out where I was.
Disagreed.
Lewis Sauber.
And influential. Coworker music, all within corny.
I already got a fucking ad in to skip me to the end of the video, YouTube. What the hell is that?
Hip-hop had at one point been a massively successful and influential genre. By the time 2014 rolled around, though, it seemed like those days were
And also, the reason why hip-hop is falling off, or why rap fatigue is becoming a thing now, is because it ain't about rap anymore. You know why? Because now we're, like I've been said this, I always say this, rap isn't about just who's the best talent, who's the best musical. What color is this person's skin? Can they sell jeans? Can we put them in a movie? Can we market them for a Pepsi commercial? Now that's what music has come. Just another avenue of money, of capitalism. Simple as that.
long gone, and that the once giant cultural force was on its...
You see, motherfuckers become rappers to promote a movie. Motherfuckers becoming rappers to promote their streaming. Rap isn't about just the music and the talent anymore. It's about what can we do with it or gain from it, you know?
last legs. Some may have disagreed, but the charts certainly seem to point in that direction. As
the charts, being a follower. First, like, honestly, I've never, ever, I'm being so dead ass right hand up to, you know what I'm saying, God, for real. I'm being so dead ass. Dude, is there actually people out there who be like, rap is dying because it isn't in the Billboard? Like, I don't know. I've never checked Billboard like, let me go check out this artist because they're top 10. I've never checked Billboard or checked the stats or the numbers on who's popping. And like, literally, the only reason we know album sales is because of another page on Instagram or Twitter. I don't actively search out niggas' numbers and top 43 weeks, top 5 songs for 20 weeks. Dude, I don't actively look that shit up. That be other people or other facets of media introducing it to us. But who cares about the numbers? Is the music good? Is the song good? What did the song make you feel when you listen to it? That's like, who cares about numbers and shit? Is the person good musically? That's all that matters, bro.
2014 statistically marked the lowest presence the genre had had on there in a long time. Mainstream hip-hop was dead, and the genre needed a spark, a wave that would pull it back up to the center of everyone's attention.
And it's funny because people miss this era. So hip hop was falling. See how people in time and shit get warped because in this time rap was falling off. But this is when when we had Mustard with all the when he was making all don't tell him. When Mustard was on that all them hit songs, Mustard on that beat, yeah. I mean with the Tinashe 2-1, These Hoes Ain't Loyal. Schoolboy Q was still releasing music in this era. This is what I'm saying. It's funny how they say rap fell off here, but it's still some good music coming out at this time.
In another corner of society, though, that was already happening.
There is growing outrage tonight after an unarmed African-American teenager was shot and killed by police in the St. Louis suburb of Ferguson, Missouri.
Leading up to 2015, several disconnected examples of inequality had managed to cross over from online virality to nationwide outrage.
They're mad. I'm mad. We should all be mad, man. We should all be angry because of what's going on right now.
We are asking for games to be more inclusive. We're asking for games to acknowledge that we exist and that we love games.
With the rise of social media, there was a growing feeling that everyday people now had the power to make an actual change. Nobody really knew at the time, but this was only the beginning of something much greater. Instead,
is that good or bad? Because some people will say that social media is society's downfall, but then again, I like seeing the stories about how, but social media is what makes this possible. Why else am I up here with the camera watching videos? So I think social media is just a way of life now. Whether you hate it or like it, it's implemented into everyday life now. That's simple as that. And number one, what's wrong with that? What's wrong with someone thinking that they can change the world from home? What's wrong with someone thinking that they can accomplish their dreams all with this device in your hands? Ain't nothing wrong with that. It's just we let the wrong people use it and we give the wrong people light. But there's a bunch of there's this YouTuber I watch named Cali Crew or Crew Cali. He does nothing but give away food to the homeless people, and he don't make niggas do jumping jacks and stand in red circles for it. So that's just one thing. You know what I'm saying? I seen this one dude out there. He's a educator for special children or children on the spectrum. He does everything for free when it comes to the children because most of the parents already got it hard trying to take care of a child on the spectrum. You know what I'm saying? And he do everything for free. You know what I'm saying? I seen another dude who y'all probably seen that dude. He be like, I fix my neighbor's backyard for free. I fix my neighbor's patio for free. I'm just saying, if you want good wholesome shit, you can easily go find that. But there's more than just that on social media. But social media ain't all bad. That's what I'm trying to say. Social media is not all bad.
Stage one, the seed is planted. The foundational idea is shared amongst the collective. The vibes are in the air, okay? And now it's up for people to grab them and make them into something real. Most movements stop here, but every so often, they move into
Stage 2. Rise.
Seeing the stale atmosphere hip-hop's veterans have
Is this just about hip-hop?
left behind, the new generation decided to try something
I
different.
thought I was going to be talking more about everything in the world. I guess hip-hop is so vocal to life. Like, I'm just saying, like, from 2015 to 2025, one of the biggest things we worried about is hip-hop. It is falling off, though.
Hold up, Thug wanna play some new shit.
You could hear their music online, mainly on SoundCloud and YouTube, and every once in a while one would creep onto the radio. These so-called mumble rappers didn't take pride in their lyricism or messaging. They just put all their focus into energy, swag, and melodies. They were seen as a joke, okay? Most people...
Nah, that was just the older generation. Because I was still in school during this timeline. I was born 03. But nah, if you're 12 years old listening to this, you probably think it's the best music ever. If you were 13, 14 listening to this during around this time, you think it's the best music ever. So I don't think this era was trash just because I grew up in it. So I'm gonna disagree.
Didn't take them seriously, so they didn't see it coming. But over time, these artistic choices would form into a distinctive sound.
And it's funny because I remember, was it Too Short? I think it was Too Short from Cali, the rapper Too Short. He actually said he didn't fuck with Lil B at first because he was like, man, this nigga just like trashing the craft and the art of music. And then he was like, I understand it, what he was trying to do. Lil B was that nigga was releasing 30 mixtapes in a day, releasing 5 songs on YouTube in one instance if he felt like it. He was one of the first engineers or pioneers of being able to get music to the, you know what I'm saying? There is no rollout, there is no build up, there is no drop on Friday. No. Lil B was one of the first artists that just dropped whenever the fuck he felt like dropping, no matter if it was 1 song or 50 songs. He's one of the pioneers for that. So, once again, I'm just not just straight hip hop though.
Aesthetic in the underground. And soon enough, with nothing happening in the mainstream, these fresh ideas would begin rapidly gaining traction. By the time 2016 rolled around, SoundCloud artists were blowing up overnight.
Water. And tell me this shit did not, all this, bro. I was in school, I was a youngin' at this time, but bro, all this shit slapped. D-Rose, fuck is you talking about? Literally, all this shit slapped to me. All this shit slapped to me when it came out.
All of a sudden, hip hop is cool again, and everyone is talking.
Bro. Alright, I see what this is. Okay, my friend. I see what this is.
I know these old hip hop heads is big. Oh, like Joe Budden. I know you watching this shit like.
Put up on your bitch, she
suck my dick and then you kiss. Goddamn.
That's the worst freestyles I ever heard in my life.
See what I'm saying? All these people saying this was probably over 23. I say once you're over 21, 22, you're in a different generation now. Because your generation or the things that you know to love are your teens and your 10s. So when you're 8, 9, 10, 15, 13, those are the years you're going to hold dearly to you. But once you're 20, 30, 40, you're going to start comparing things now to back then. Look, these people look over 22 years old. So that's probably why they thought this was trash.
Life. Memes, debates, and micro trends are at an all-time high.
I just read about this kid who spent 15 hours saying Gucci Gang.
The new wave is coming, and everyone can feel it too.
Tiger.
Okay.
2016, the year most Gen Zers talk about, like it was the last time they felt happiness. And I'm Gen Z, and they're absolutely right. That shit was just different, I'm sorry. Like you put your Yeezys on, grab your hoverboard, go out in the street.
Yeah, remember the Nike Rochers, them fake it. I remember I couldn't afford Yeezy, so I remember I wanted the Nike Rochers. But yeah, definitely wanted a hoverboard too. I definitely want a hoverboard in this era. Too expensive.
Open the Pokemon Go app. You go online and there's like a new Vine trend.
Damn, Daniel, back at it again with the white band.
Damn Daniel, Mannequin Challenge, Running Man, Juju on that beat. No real worries, just Harambe, Killer Clowns, and the 73-9 Warriors. Like compare that shit to now, all these new generations.
It's something I want to see. It's something in the back of my mind that I want to say why people think this and that has fallen off. I don't want to say it because, like I said, I don't want to upset people. I don't want to upset anybody. But I could give a good reason why people think, you know, media and entertainment isn't the same anymore. But I don't think some people want to hear that.
Have is
6'7", 6'7".
What you know about the dab? Young buck? The fuck? You wish you were Unc. You wish you were Unc.
Back into the real world, and things are heating up. As Trump gets elected president, more and more people start feeling a responsibility to stand up and finally say something. At this point in time, the outrage we saw at the start of the decade started becoming more and more frequent. As useless as that sounds, they actually made a difference. The Me Too movement exposed high-profile predators and sent a lot of them to jail. Bill Cosby, R. Kelly, Weinstein, and
Kevin Spacey.
All
Why was his name said differently?
get packed up. It's over with. The internet finally made people answer for their shitty past.
Colin Kaepernick sitting down, he said, to take a stand against the growing number of unarmed black men killed by police and racial injustice in general.
We just got out of a long-term...
I ain't gonna lie, they did Kaepernick wrong. They did Kaepernick wrong. I don't want, like I said, all I'm gonna say is we should have, not we, but I do think that after we saw how they treated Kaepernick, I definitely looked at the NFL different, because I was old enough to know what was going on around this time. Let me see, 2015, I was in middle school, so I was old enough to think for myself or start thinking, you know what I'm saying? But I remember, I mean, I still watch football and basketball, but after what they did with Kaepernick, I definitely looked at sports a little different.
Relationship with a very boring but sensible person, and now we're dating a whore.
Thousands of Americans enraged by the man.
Don't you fuck with him? I thought Joe Rogan fuck with him. Fuck with Trump. You know what I'm saying? I said a trombone. That's what I said. But I'm saying I thought Rogan fuck with him.
Voted into office by millions of other Americans.
Fake hair, she's racist, she's always lying, we don't care!
You don't have an option, you have to stand up.
And honestly, this is why I don't get into politics, because one, people will always be upset. If I say I don't vote, that's gonna piss somebody off. If I say I voted for this, that's gonna piss somebody off. If I say I voted for, you know what I'm saying? I just don't get into politics, because to me that's just nothing but division. I think that shit is just put there to keep us divided, keep us angry at somebody or something. Think about this. You don't know this person, but you hate them because of their skin. You don't know this person, but you hate them because how much money they have. You don't know this person, but you hate them because they think this, or this is their religion, or this is what they think on. Like, I just think all that shit is division. Just shit to keep us divided. We're all people at the end of the day. We all eat shit and sleep. That's, like, really, we just all human. Straight the fuck up. All that other shit is man-made.
Speak up, act up. On Hollywood's...
I would say this is probably when things started going down, 2018. At least for me, I could say at least 2018, 19, this is when things started shifting for me in life. Or when I started becoming, you know, my journey that led me to being in front of this camera now. But 2018 was, I would say, the beginning of the end.
Biggest night, it was activism that took center stage.
So I'm hyperventilating a little bit. If I fall over, pick me up, because I've got some things to say.
Our voices joining together in a mighty chorus that is finally saying, time's up.
We put up monuments for the feminists. Tell the NRA they in God's way.
As we moved closer to the end of the decade, those who never had a voice increasingly started banding together, and seeing the positive effects their actions could now have, thought to themselves, maybe we can actually do this.
Stage 2 occurs when all those people who shared a common idea in Stage 1 start linking up, connecting, and building towards a common goal. The new wave is in full effect and ascending rapidly into
Stage 3. Peak.
And plus, the pandemic, you know, 19, you know, you could get YouTube chop that shit out. You could say that word, but yeah, that also fucked the world up too. The pandemic.
Stage 3 marks the peak of the movement's popularity as the average Joe comes to discover what all the fuss is about. The thing, whatever it is, then becomes increasingly commercial and accessible for mass consumption. At this point, your alcoholic uncle will bring up Thing at a family gathering.
The problem they have is that I don't give a fuck. They don't cancel me, I cancel them.
Your parents ask you about Thing. SNL makes an awkward skit on Thing, which will make you slightly uncomfortable and chuckle one time. Hey, who the fuck watches this shit?
And even though this seemed like the natural trajectory of both movements, nothing could possibly prepare people for what was about to come.
Good evening and thank you for joining us. We are going to begin right now with breaking news because the World Health Organization has declared the coronavirus outbreak a pandemic.
COVID just hit. Everyone's inside and scared. But I'm not gonna lie, I was happy as fuck. You're telling me I don't have to go to school and I can spend the entire day doom scrolling? Bro.
No, I ain't gonna lie. I did not, when 2020 first happened, I didn't like it because we were stuck in the house. But I grew to appreciate it because I built deeper connections with my friends. Me and my friends, we talked more since we had more time on our. And I would have flunked high school if it wasn't for that, because this was the pandemic. I remember I was missing like 5 or 6 credits. I remember I was missing like 5 or 6 credits for school. I was like, cause I was flunking a lot. I was flunking. And I remember when we got sentenced to be, I said sentenced like jail, but when we got told that we were going to be in the house for, I was in 11th grade. So 11th grade year was the 2020. If it wasn't for that, I probably would have repeated high school. No bullshit. Because we were at home. Everything was, on the phone or the computer, so we could easily photo math, take a picture of whatever the work was sent. We sent you the work. It's in a document. You can easily look that up or scan that document, and you know what I'm saying. But because of this, that's what I'm saying. I'm appreciative of this era. Even if we were stuck in the house and shit was crazy, and this when shit got fucked up, I appreciated 2020. Because like I said, I built connections with my friends. Some of my best memories from life so far came out of 2020. So no, I like the 2020 era. Definitely liked it.
Sign me up.
It has to come from the same virus to be in the same family. Viruses come in families.
Stop touching niggas with your hands.
This was the era of face masks, Zoom meetings, Among Us.
And also because of this, entertainment is now okay face to face. Back then, like not face to face, but like now we watch shows where all they do is just talk through Zoom. There's podcasts where all they do is talk through Zoom. So this era also made it okay to you don't have to be in a room to talk to each other now. You don't have to always be in a suit on television to have a talk show now. This was also the start of that as well.
Sessions and TikTok videos.
And I'm in the house bored in a house and I'm in the house bored.
And to make matters worse, nearly a decade of protests culminated in the explosion that was the murder of George Floyd.
Hands up, don't shoot!
Riots and protests engulfed the entire country for several months, while the issue of social justice became
And no disrespect, I mean, I'm a deep thinker, I'm a savant, I'm on that type of time. You could say I'm woke. I'm one of the people you gotta be like, it's not that deep. But what's wrong with this? I mean, you could easily ignore this shit and go back to your life. Like, to be upset at something that you can easily avoid is kind of crazy. Because I'm saying, if you were not watching, like I said, during this time, I was worried about my grades, video games, and girls. Like, I was still in high school and shit. You know what I'm saying? I knew about the George Floyd thing, but everything else I didn't. Like, it's easy to ignore this shit if you don't pay attention. It's one thing if you're watching the news and watching all this shit, and they're like, man, why are they showing that? Bro, just don't watch it. But, nah.
Avoidable and omnipresent.
The Black Lives
Matter. See, yeah, I didn't know about everything going on in other countries. I just knew about what was going on in America.
Matter movement has unleashed a wave of protests against racism worldwide.
If you've exhausted every option of peaceful protest for decades,
I was finna say something, but no, this is what I want to say. I feel another thing why I don't pay attention to that shit is because I could make a video right now, and I don't mean what I'm not saying no one was capping or anything, but let's just say, that's bad. Let's not do that. We need to stand together. Fight as one. Power to the people. Peace, peace, peace. And as soon as I cut the camera off, man, roll up, nigga. We finna smoke something. What those at? What you talking about? Like, I just feel like some of the shit, these people really didn't care. I just feel like this was the thing to do. Cause think about it. I could get 1 million views if I talk like this, or if I talk about this, I could get 1 million views. If I make a video speaking on this situation or issue right now, I could get 20K views. I feel like maybe some people were sincere about what was going on in the world during this time, but to me, I feel like a lot of this shit was just performative, or this was the thing to do. You see what I'm saying? Why not go protest? Everyone else is protesting. Why not make a video standing with black people? Everyone else is doing it. So I'm not saying people didn't mean it, but I'm just saying, how many of the people that made videos like this, how many of them still have Black Lives Matter in their bio? How many of them still talk like this? That's what I'm saying. I feel like a lot of this shit was just, it was a trend, literally. This was a trend at some point, literally.
Prosecution of police still hasn't changed. What would you do?
Protest is pretty fucking amazing. They seem to be dedicated to change in a way that I can't remember anything like this in my life.
The state of pop culture at this point showed us that...
Like, do they still wear those shirts in the NBA, bro? Look at this. A bunch of people bowing to... You know what I'm saying? Was this... I don't think this is still happening now, honestly. Sorry if I sound bitter. I probably am a little bitter. But, bro, I think a lot of this shit was just a trend and performative.
Racial awareness was mandatory.
They don't even wear those shirts in the NBA no more.
LGBTQ appreciation was necessary, and that social justice was cool.
I take responsibility.
I take responsibility.
I
literally, like,
take responsibility.
I said it just became a trend. How many of them are still on this type of timing?
I take responsibility for every unchecked moment.
Next, and that's good enough to say I protested. No, I stood with them. Wait, what did you do? How did you stand with them? I made a video about it. That's it. You didn't help anyone. You didn't feed, clothe, pay. No. I made a video saying I stand with them. Don't worry, bro. I did my part. I protested.
In what is possibly my second favorite story this month, Netflix and Amazon Prime came together to fight homophobia.
Quote, an unnecessary gay character.
Sorry you've yet to realize that every gay person is very necessary.
Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, when they do this shit, it's very disingenuous. They do this shit for brownie points and get people on their side. But I think there's a lot of people out here who don't really, like, stand on what they say. They only doing it for the views, the clicks, the check, whatever.
700,000 likes.
We love gay people too.
Literally, that's all it was for.
And folks, tune into the radio to hear the #1 song in the country, Montero.
Yeah. I definitely was not feeling this shit. I was definitely on the bandwagon of people was like, this nigga twerking on the devil. I definitely was on that type. I'm like, what the fuck is this?
Lil Nas is gay. Oh, let me stop.
Bro, what?
I gotta edit that
out.
Okay, Dad, you look like you homophobic.
No, I'm not homophobic.
Girl boss main leads dominated TV.
I belong to no one.
See, there's nothing, bro. Everything that we're complaining about now, it's been around forever. Racism has been around. Women being treated like a second-class minority citizen, that's been around. Gay people being treated a certain way, that's been around. All the shit that people get mad at, that shit been going on. The only difference is it's profitable now. It's marketable now. It's a product now. Back then, racism, you couldn't put in racism on a shirt and sell it. You know what I'm saying? That wasn't profitable back then. All this shit now that we mad about and complain about is profitable now. You can make money. If I go on TikTok or if I go on the internet and be right wing or left wing, I'm gonna gain a fan base and get them to buy merch. If I coon out and say doing some cool shit like, yo, black people, y'all tripping, man. Maybe we are the problem. I'm going to get some clout and money for that. I can turn that into a book signing and autograph signings and go speak to colleges. Like, all this shit that we complaining about, it's been around. It's just profitable now. It's just marketable now. That's the difference, bro. For real.
I identify as non-binary.
There's a really long history of black people not being treated fairly in this country. It has to stop.
Quinn has gender dysphoria. Her assigned gender is not the one she identifies with.
I will no longer allow an unchecked moment. I will no longer allow racist, hurtful words, jokes, stereotypes, no matter how big or small, to be uttered in my presence.
Moral purity became everything. Okay, how much do you care? How good of a person are you?
Those
And honestly, there's, I mean, only you know. You know what I'm saying? Because good people do bad things and bad people do good things. So, and honestly, morality and that's for other people to judge you. Because think about it, if I slap someone, they could be like, that was wrong what you did. Why did you slap that person? Right? The other people are telling you that's wrong, but that person spit on me. That person disrespected me. I felt a certain type of way when they said this. That's why I slapped them. Like, I feel like all this is see how many basically what I'm trying to say is how many people live life because of others' opinion? How many people move off the way they want to be perceived or want to be judged? That's the problem. We care too much about what people think. Just be you, whether it's right, it's wrong, it's indifferent, it's weird, it's funny. Just be you. That's the best authenticity. Even if I stand for all children deserve free food. I stand with that, right? But you don't have to tell us, like, that's what I'm saying. Like, I feel like people be wanting brownie points for being a good person now. Or people, hey, I stand for this. I'm a good person, right? I stand for this. I'm gonna get the fan base, right? Like, if that's what you are, just be that. Like, people can tell when you're authentic, bro. No matter what you're doing, whether you being harmful, you being helpful, people can tell when it's authentic, no matter what you're doing. So just be yourself. Straight up. Just be yourself. And fuck what someone else say about you. Only you gotta live with your thoughts. Only you wake up in your skin, and when you look in the mirror, you see you. So only you have to deal with you. So fuck what everybody else thinks of you or what the consensus is and what the people say. Do what you want to do. Live your life.
were the main questions of the COVID era. At the same time that social justice issues were reaching their zenith, hip-hop was also peaking. Coasting off the momentum of the SoundCloud wave, the entire genre had embraced the homogenous trap aesthetic. But not without reason. I mean, it worked, and it didn't stop working. It was the sound of pop charts and pop culture. Every commercial had a trap beat in the background. Labels started mass-producing industry plans to capitalize on the goldmine that mainstream rap had become. Nav was selling 130K first week.
Stop it. We're not gonna disrespect Nav. We're not going to disrespect Nav. Up and myself, I still listen to those songs in my I still listen to Up and Myself by Nav to this day. No Nav slander will be tolerated.
What are we talking about? At this point, hip-hop was the biggest genre of music in the world, becoming bigger than it had ever been. Even larger-than-life pop stars were desperate to jump on the wave.
When you see the max, they stack the
Subaru and
Ariana Grande had a whole era where she just spray painted her skin brown.
I'm like, bitch, that's my cookie, that's my juice. Okay. Carry on.
Talked strictly in...
That's where that came from, Carry On. I remember girls saying that shit a lot. Is that where Carry On came from? I thought Future said that. Oh no, so I'm good, love, enjoy. I don't know.
This is the Mac I'm here to talk about today, girl. Come on.
And made watered-down trap music.
Make big deposits, my gloss is popping.
Kill me, get your ass in here.
Blackiana.
Come on, girl.
This is actually real. Like, her fans call it the Blackiana era. In just a couple of years' time, both of these movements had managed to conquer the world. And now, having been rewarded with great success, the founders are no longer focused on innovating. Instead, their primary goal is to maintain their status, polishing the ideas that had worked so well for them in the past. Meet Drake. It's the end of 2021 and he's the biggest rapper in the world. Larger than life and in complete control of hip-hop. It had an all...
And I remember I was on TikTok and I saw this conspiracy theory thing. They said the reason why they wanted Drake to fall off or why Kendrick went after Drake was because they basically said how Drake signed for like $400 million and his deal was about to be up with his record label. And they was like, we don't want to pay this motherfucker $800 million. We don't want to pay this motherfucker another $500, $600 million. Let's do something to bring his value down. What y'all think about that theory?
Always been this way though. Once upon a time, he was just an awkward, geeky kid who stuck out like a sore thumb amongst his rapper peers.
And then another thing, when people get, why is this blow up? Y'all make anybody famous. Y'all, the people who watch that shit. These people don't come famous out of thin air. They become famous because people watch that shit. So it's funny how people get mad at certain famous people. Like, how about you stop watching them? Stop listening to their music and watch if we still see them. I never understood that. Why you get mad at the people that's blown up? Stop paying attention to them. I bet you won't see them as much.
I want to make music that people enjoy. You know,
while on radio, young Drake might have been a rising star and hitmaker. Amongst the hip-hop community, he was a laughing stock.
I don't like anything about Drake. Mom, I don't like his voice. I don't like
that. I think I never was on the Drake hate train because, like I said, I was still young during this time. So I was still nigga trophies. And we don't have no award for that. Only one of the best songs, best motivational songs. Trophies, Hotline Bling, Take Care. What else? Nothing Was the Same. The collab album with Future. The Views, Out Fire and Desire. Child's. I was listening to Drake during this era, so I never understood the Drake hate. I think people hated him because it's easy to hate on. Not easy, but the nigga rich. He light skinned. You know, what I'm saying? All the women wanted him. He had all the money, nice cars, nice diamonds, chains. I think he was just easy to hate on because it looked like he had everything. I think that's why people hated Drake.
He talks about, I don't. Jeez, I be trying to tell his face. I don't like the way he walks like nothing. I don't like his haircut.
Rest in peace, DMX.
An emotional pussy who talked about women and feelings too much.
He's so emotional, man.
And, I mean, I don't know. I grew up a little different. I grew up a certain way. You know, my father told me, you know, basically I grew up not giving a fuck about other people. You know what I'm saying? My parents was like, if you don't like something, change the channel. If you don't like something, stop watching it, stop listening to it. So I never really got on any hate train or I hate this. Because whatever I hate, I'm not watching it. Whatever I don't like, I'm not paying attention to it. So I would never be on that type of time and like, oh, I hate this. I'm not on that because I don't pay attention to that type of shit. And what's wrong with a straight guy expressing his love for women? His preference is women, so he's talking to and about women. Why is that an issue?
And when did rap become that? He'll just make a song that's just like, oh, I'm crying.
From that point on, Drake did everything in his power to...
And Drake was still popping at this time, so that shit did not work.
...dominate the rap game, secretly hoping he could change the mind of all those bullies who didn't let him in at the start of the decade. It took a lot of work, a lot of dedication, and a lot of great music. Fast forward to 2021, and Drake had...
On me, nigga, what's next? God's Plan? Kiki? Do you... On me, Drake, bro. Y'all, I don't care what y'all think. Drake was literally that nigga. Drake was, bro. Remember when thing was the Drake stimulus package? Like, if you get a feature with Drake, your career was set for the first year. Like, that's the power this nigga had, bro. Like, Drake was literally on top of the music world at one point, bro.
Gotten exactly what he was asking for. His vulnerable and emotional approach had completely changed the foundation of the rap game and was finally accepted as normal. Drake was now not only the undisputed king of the biggest music genre in the world, but also well respected in almost every corner of its culture, even managing to convince some of his street credibility. Aubrey didn't want to change things anymore.
And why do we need, I grew up a certain way, so I understand, but at the same time, why do we need I guess because rap started from the streets. Rap was about, rebellious people who didn't have the voice to speak on things or speak a certain way. That's how rap came to be. So maybe it's not original to the root, but why do the streets need to, all this, what happened to the streets? The streets is dead. Why do the streets control so much of urban? You know what I'm saying? Like, I just don't get why the streets play such a big factor in everything when it comes to urban things. They'll say you could be a regular, normal citizen, and they'll say you're snitching. That's a street code. That's a street rule. Why Why do we, you know what I'm saying? If a regular person who comes to work and go home every day, if they call the police, they gonna say snitching. Like, fam, that's the street. This is what I'm saying. Like, I don't get why the streets is, hey.
Aubrey wanted things to stay the same. Nothing lasts forever. People always seem to forget that. Where there once was a purpose, now isn't anymore. People get cocky, arrogant, and start abusing their power just because they can.
Honestly, if you guys want to look in my eyes, you guys want to do something? You guys, that's what I thought. No, that's what I thought.
In a figurative sense, this is the point where the victim becomes the bully, perpetuating the cycle of abuse that was responsible for the start of the movement in the first place.
I have to come to the conclusion that inherently, I Show Speed is just a piece of shit. I don't see any way someone like this can turn around and redeem themselves and be able to make up for all the disgust.
And if you think he's a piece of shit, why are you making a video and talking about him for 13 minutes? If he's a piece of shit, why are you watching him?
Shit that they've done and said and influenced for people.
As a guy with a platform, I can't imagine posting.
See, and it's funny because the reason why I'm always like, I don't want to offend anybody and all, because I don't want to. I heard this quote from someone, and they say, you can end up on the same road you chose to avoid it. So, or something like the same road that you're trying to avoid, you can still end up there a different way. Meaning that I don't like, when I started streaming YouTuber, I was like, a lot of these niggas is lame and weird, so I'm finna do, you know what I'm saying? If some weird niggas can blow up, some lame niggas could blow up, yeah, shit, fuck it. I ain't saying I'm the realest nigga alive and all this other shit, but with some of the people out here who do have fan bases and voices, I feel like I can have one as well and not just be toxic and putting dumb shit on the internet for kids to consume. I think I have a little bit more substance and pedigree to me as a person. You know what I'm saying? That's one. Number two, I don't want to end up like this because I don't want to wear that jacket of like, oh, he's a toxic streamer, or oh, he's just all he do is yap about white and black people. You know what I'm saying? Like, I never wanted to, or all he does is just talk about canceling someone, and all he does is just hate on his, like, I never wanted to end up like that. So that's why I always be like, I'm sorry, I apologize if I offend, because I would hate to be seen as this type of YouTuber. You know what I'm saying? Like, one that's just a hater, or I'm always talking about some negative shit. Like, no, I just want people to be entertained. I want, if you're having a bad day, you know, at least to me, why I wanted to do it was, you know, when you hear mom and dad arguing, when it ain't no food in the fridge, when the lights ain't on, you can still cut on a YouTube video and forget about all that shit. You know what I'm saying? No matter whatever, you being bullied, you getting made fun of, life ain't looking the way you want it. I know I could cut on a YouTube video and make people laugh and smile and entertain. That's why I started YouTube. That's why I wanted to do it. I just want to be able to make someone smile and forget about the bad things the world has to offer. You know what I'm saying? But that's why I always be like, I'm sorry, because, like I said, I just really want to promote peace, love, and positivity. Even if I'm speaking a certain way or speaking on a certain, you know, community or demographic, or have a certain standpoint on something, I still want all of us to be okay with each other and for all of us to have a good time. You know what I'm saying? Life is short. Let's not spend life being mad. Life is short. Let's not spend life being angry and frustrated all the time, you know? And that's what the stream does for me. It helps me smile. When I am being angry and frustrated, this shit helps me. Yeah, y'all get the point.
Anything like that.
Bankrupt them. Put them out of business. Deplatform them. Like, actually take them out financially.
And also, what does this do? I don't think I'm pretty sure I've seen people talk about Kai Cenat in a certain way before. If Kai Cenat started a stream, you think motherfuckers gonna be like, no, that one streamer, that one dude on TikTok said this about him, I'm not gonna watch. Nah, that one thing he did, I ain't gonna watch him no more. Like, when people talk like this, I don't think that really do nothing for real. If anything, you just build a fan base, or in the comment section, you just gonna get a bunch of other people that who think a certain way. But I don't think that's gonna stop anybody's motion, you know? How many people say they've been canceled, but they still out here doing movies? And how many people out here, oh, he's canceled, we're done with him, but he's still in the movie. He's still in the show. He on this new commercial. So what does this shit really do for her? I think it just engage, like that, what they say, rage bait type behavior, like it just riles the bad things up in people.
They feel untouchable and unbeatable, convinced that they're run.
And no disrespect, but at least me, the people that I looked up to, they did something. Meaning, free breakfast programs or whatever. The people that I was in, Kanye or whoever I could think of who inspired me in some way, they did something. How do you inspire without doing anything? Meaning, like, what I'm trying to say is, like, I feel like the most inspirational, impactful people, they did something, meaning they made music, they traveled through, like, whatever the thing that they were doing to inspire, it wasn't just them always talking. Sometimes they did public appearances, or they did, like, I don't think you can be truly impactful just sitting in the room. You know what I'm saying? I feel like you do have to get up and get out, whether it's touch people or, go out to the community or donate to this cause or put some money here. Like, how do you be impactful without doing anything? You see what I'm trying to say? Like, that's another thing. Most of these people, they do they do get, likes, clicks, comments, and all that other shit, but what are they actually doing? You know what I'm saying? Are they just lining their pockets, or are they actually trying to see change? That's another thing. I think there's a lot of people who talk about change, but they just want their pockets lined up. Shit, maybe even me. You know what I'm saying? If I give me 4 million, see how shit look different at 4 million. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying I'm gonna just completely turn around 180 my personality, but nigga, some people just want to get their pockets lined up. For real. Some people don't give a fuck about the greater good of humanity and society. They just want to be on the rich end of it. You know what I'm saying? So, I don't know. Just long story short, what is the point of all this shit? All of it. The phones, the cancel culture, hip hop, the media, the internet, your emotions. What's the point of all of it? That's all.
Will last forever.
I want nothing to do with you, and I won't think twice about it.
As a grown black man, that's what I'm saying. I can't see myself talk, bro. This dude is. Are you in a chair? I'm not trying to be hateful, but bro, I don't want this to be me. This nigga's in a red room talking on his phone. I don't want you to be troubled. I want you to be free. Like, bro, what the fuck is you doing?
Because you're not worth keeping around.
Fam. I pray I don't look. I hope I don't end up like no type of YouTuber like this, bro. Or even on the streamer side, like, I don't want to be a streamer where I'm just always talking about this, or I always got girls. Like, I don't want to be boxed in, because I feel like I can do any and everything. You know what I'm saying? I think I'm funny. I think I'm woke. I think I'm entertaining. I think I'm cool. I think I'm funny. Whatever the fuck I just said. Weird. What all that? I can dress. I can't dress. I play the game. I like to cook. You know what I'm saying? I feel like I could do everything. So I don't want to ever be put in a box, because I feel like once you put yourself in a box, or once you start thinking one-dimensional, you'll be boxed in. You know what I'm saying?
Exact moment marks the beginning of the end.
And now, we take a short break from our program to learn the art of performative progressivism.
See, look, performative. Most of these niggas be capping. Most of this shit I act.
Brought to you by Mint Mobile.
Welcome to today's video clip. How to be a performative good guy. You want status? You want...
See, and I said that before my last point, but like I said, let me bring it up one more time. Excuse me. Would you rather someone be like, feed all the children, but the moment they cut the camera off, man, fuck them kids, man, we going to Popeyes, man, fuck them kids, we going to the club after this shit? Would you rather someone be like that, or I don't speak about feeding the kids at all, but whole time I'm help feeding the homeless, I'm going to the soup kitchens, I'm giving money back in the hood in impoverished communities and neighborhoods? Would you rather someone, they might not seem progressive, but behind the scenes they are? Or, like I said, we feed the children and they ain't doing shit. Or I never speak on the issue, but the whole time I'm with it. I understand it. You know what I'm saying? Like, what would you rather have? Someone who's performative, but they ain't doing it? Or someone who ain't performative, but they're doing it?
Reputation, and you want status. Okay, so for this strat, you're gonna need 3 things, okay? Twitter account, one of these glasses, and these are very important, okay? Specifically this shape. It has to be this shape. It has to be this shape. These glasses say you're harmless, you care about women, and you care about social activism. The very important step. for this. Okay?
I hate that my glasses are clear and looks like that too. But I ain't none of them niggas. Straight up.
These glasses tell people you're an intellectual. All that's left now is the third step, which is getting an internet connection. Now you're gonna wanna get yourself a Mint Mobile plan because they sponsor this video. Now remember, we're only gonna do this while it's cool and trendy. So even though you save money on the longer plans, all we really need is the 3-month one. You're the star here, okay? This is all about you. Mint Mobile runs on the largest 5G network in the country, so no matter where you go, marginalized voices can sleep well knowing that you will be there to.
And also, let me know. And then another reason why I don't want, or like why I be like, I don't mean to offend anyone, and why I always talk like that is because like I'm saying, I'm 22, so I watch people that's older than me, or I'm watching people who are more successful than me up here, and they've always gone through some type of, he said this, he did that. Like, the reason why I always try to keep it PC and why I don't want to offend anyone is because I don't need a bunch of hate comments on my TikTok because of something I said 3 years ago. I don't need a bunch of hate because this is what I'm saying. Even if I said something about somebody, once I say it, I move on. But with the internet, there's a video of it. So people are going to talk about it next week. Then think about it. How many conversations with your friends that you've had that you remember? You don't remember everything you said. You don't remember every conversation. Now imagine being held accountable for every single conversation, every single word you had. So even if you was joking, man, if I got $1 million, I would slap a baby. Now imagine, oh my God, 3 weeks ago you said you would slap a baby. Like, you see what I'm saying? Like, that's why I always try to stay PC and just, graze the line. Because I don't need motherfuckers posting my family on Twitter. I don't need motherfuckers posting my house and what I live like. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just hate that. I don't like what comes with it. I want to be able to be on here unapologetically myself. I know I fucked that word up, but you know what I'm trying to say. I would be cool up here, but it's just the shit that come with it, And that's what come with it. So, I don't know, but then again, I could be PC and not try to offend anybody, and still someone is offended, or some people will still not like me, and I'm trying my best to be nice as possible and PC as possible. Someone can still find wrong with what I said or what I'm doing. You see what I'm saying? So that's why I always just try to be like, I didn't mean it, I'm just joking. I don't want to mean to offend anyone. Because motherfuckers do too much out here. Now they say they try to get you canceled, or like, let's just say I do something. I say something crazy on the internet. Now they sending my mama hate messages. Now they sending my sister and my cousin and my dad and people that know me hate messages. Your brother ain't shit. Yo, your cousin needs to die because I said something on the internet. Like, that's the shit I don't like. That's why I always just try to keep it cool and remain PC.
Protect them. Don't worry, okay? Mint Mobile makes switching super easy. You can do it all in a couple of minutes.
And another thing, maybe, like I said, I live life not to give a fuck about certain people, but, like, if that's what I said, if I hate something, I just don't watch it. But if you hate someone, why do you dox their address or that type of shit? You hate someone, so you're gonna go in the comments and make a paragraph about them. Like, I never understood, like, that's, like, the lengths people are willing to go to when, you know what I'm saying? So, because let's just say I say fuck goldfish, like, whether the animal or the food, still, let's just say I say fuck all goldfish, right? All the goldfish deserve to die. Now they doxing my address, they threatening my sister or my mother with hate comments, they telling, you know what I'm saying, power ups, and let's just say I had a sponsor deal coming up for $800. Now I don't got that sponsor deal anymore. Like, that's the shit I don't like with being canceled and controversy, is just the lengths some people are willing to go to.
Keep your contacts, your phone number, everything.
And then, and like I said, it's one thing when you go through it yourself, but like I said, the avenue or the lane that I'm trying to be in, I've seen Corey have controversy. I seen Dante have controversy. I seen Berlizzi have controversy. I seen DJ Ghost have controversy. I seen Kai Cenat have controversy. I have, who else? PewDiePie had controversy. popular MMOs has some controversy. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's just like, sooner or later, bro, you gonna do something that the public eye don't agree with, or you gonna say something where people just outright mad and want to put you on a stake for. You know what I'm saying? Like, when I see these examples of the people I name, like when I see examples of the controversy, and I just see the type of hate and the type of shit that people go for in the comments, and like I said, doxing addresses, people showing up to your house over something you said to a camera, I'm just like, sheesh.
Click the link below.
So yeah, sorry if I don't want that for me.
Get yourself one of their premium wireless plans that starts at only $15 a month, okay? And for a limited time, all unlimited data options are 50% off. Get it while you can.
Oh, me, I've seen niggas get swatted. Can you imagine SWAT? I didn't have a situation, not swatted, but some marshals. You know what I'm saying? But bro, can you over something? Imagine I say fuck you or whatever the fuck. I say something over the internet over a screen, and the SWAT team comes to my house. The SWAT team, because of something I said on the internet. So yes, I don't mean to offend anyone, and I'm gonna keep saying that, and I'm gonna keep it PC. I'm gonna try to give my opinion and be entertaining, but at the same time, I'm walking a thin line here. You know what I'm saying? Be entertaining or be yourself. Because sometimes being yourself ain't always entertaining. You know?
Working across teams is...
Because I be wanting to give my opinion or talk deeper about certain things, but I just be like, that ain't going to help. That ain't going, you know what I'm saying? They don't want to hear that. Shut up and react. Shut up and play the game. You know what I'm saying? So it's a thin line between being yourself and then being entertaining.
Stage 4. Decline.
This is where we are, canceling food. Last week they canceled Uncle Ben's rice. No beans, no rice. Trump doesn't even need to build a wall.
We're now beginning week 2 of the left's all-out attack on Joe Rogan.
The liberal mob's lashing out at you.
And I think this is, once again, this is why everybody is more hateful and more divided and more angry and frustrated. They showing us these celebrities that we don't care about. First of all, we don't care about these celebrities. Then, oh, this celebrity said this about this person. This celebrity said this about this people. Why is this news? Think about this. If a celebrity says something that's news, people say fucked up bro. I was literally on TikTok and seen a vile comment. Literally seen something, a comment so bad, I don't even want to say it. But is that news? Like, just because this person is famous and they say something crazy, that's news? No. People say crazy shit all the time. Fuck you talking about? How about this? I'll give y'all something to talk about. I'm a sick man. I done been attracted to women that's 300, 350 pounds before. Go put that on CNN. I like women over 300 pounds. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just saying, some of this shit don't be news. This shit just be famous people talking.
Euphoria star Sydney Sweeney calling her racist after she posted photos from her mom's 60th.
And this is why I smoke fucking weed, god damn it. A lot of this shit be pissing me off. Clear my mind.
Birthday party.
As we started getting deeper into the 20s, the dominance of wokeness in the mainstream and the aggressive tactics it used in eliminating its detractors sparked massive outrage on the other side of the political aisle. There was a growing rage from those who felt left out.
And honestly, bro, I don't want to say, I get whatever you think woke means, whatever woke means to you. I would just say, I actually envy the people. How they say ignorance is bliss, or the people like, you heard what such and such said? Nah. You saw that protest they did? Nah. You saw what was going on in? Nah. I wish I could be like that just for the, because I'm educated on certain things, but I'm still, you know, I still got family issues, still got financial issues, so it sucks that I'm so educated, or like I know certain things about top, you know what I'm saying? Whatever you could speak, whatever you're thinking of, I thought it too. Whatever you seen in the news, you know what I'm saying? Like, when you know so much, but still you got to deal with everyday life, it's just, I don't know. It just sucks that, like, I know certain things about history or the way the world works, but I can't do nothing about it. I'm going to just sit here and react, you know? So that's one thing I hate, is just, like, I wish I was ignorant because I wish I didn't know the truth. You know what I'm saying? The truth hurts. So I wish I was ignorant just for the simple fact that the truth hurts, for real. I wish I didn't know what I knew sometimes.
Ironically oppressed in popular culture. Zuckerberg became a red pill frat bro at 40 years old.
You for real?
Elon Musk buying X and making it a...
Think about that. Niggas is 40 years old and still getting influenced out here. So don't tell me the shit that we watch and we consume don't matter. You got motherfuckers 40 years old being influenced by something on the internet. You got motherfuckers 50s, 60s. I done seen, I'm pretty sure you done seen an older woman, at least me, I'm into beautiful women on the internet. But I done seen women who's 40, older than the internet itself, twerking on Instagram, twerking on Twitter with gray hairs. Head full of grays, granny still popping it. So you can't tell me that people are not influenceable. You know what I'm trying to say.
Safe haven for the ostracized and the king.
Like wokeness basically wants to make comedy illegal, which is not cool.
Podcasts become the home of anti-wokeness, with most comedians pulling in millions of views while professing their hate for the social justice movement. Along with them, their audience.
And let's see what I said. Some of the people that he just showed, they were standing with Black Lives Matter. Now it's fuck the woke shit. Fuck all this social justice shit. That's what I say. All this shit be performative, fam. All this shit performative.
Started rapidly moving in the opposite direction. They too would be canceled and deplatformed, but
honestly, just I say be authentic. I'ma just be me, straight up. Even if I say something that's not agreeable or favorable or whatever the fuck, I would rather be myself. Cause if someone be like, you said this, yeah, I meant what I said. I stand on that. I don't want someone to be like, oh, you said this 3 years ago, but I didn't mean it. I just said it for the chat, or I just said it because that was the thing to do. You know, I would rather, no matter what I say, I would rather do it in authenticity than in vain. Was that a bar? I feel like I just dropped some knowledge right there.
The sentiment still didn't go away. Woke culture now had an enemy, which was climbing rapidly up the ranks. Things slowly start to get ugly as stage 4 unravels.
I really think this is Drake's lowest point yet in terms of level of...
I love the internet, bro. This shit is so entertaining. So many things to worry about. It's a spectacle, man. It really is, bro. Shout out to everybody on the internet. You the reason that people are like, you know what I'm saying? You the reason I'm up here. Because I know I'm going to gauge something from watching this and someone else watching this, you know? Shout out to everybody on the internet. Shout out to everybody alive. If you're alive, put your hands in the air, wave them like you just don't care. You know what I'm saying? Woo, what a time to be alive. Woo, celebrate life. You know what I'm saying? Just appreciate the things that you do have. Remember to celebrate life every now and then. It's like I said, it's enough bullshit to be mad at, enough bullshit to get riled up over. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you celebrate life and take time and have fun and laughing and crying. What we really put here to do.
He really put almost nothing into this record.
People get fat, washed up, and lazy, completely losing their ability to stick together. And
that can go for all people. That's not just entertainment. That can go for all walks of life.
Innovate or adapt to any new obstacles.
You know, you know how many I grew up around older people. Like my parents aren't in their 30s and 40s. You know what I'm saying? Like I grew up around an older crowd. What the fuck? Damn, my bad, y'all. I'm gonna have to cut that out. My bad. But I know I grew up around older people, and I can say this goes for everyone because I've spoken to. Sorry, I'm like I said. See, I'm still I'm saying I got to deal with other people in the house. So sorry if you hear music and background noise. I still, you know what I'm saying? I don't live a dream life. I still got some things I'm complaining about and mad at. So excuse the music in the back. But I think I grew up, like I said, I grew up around older people. And you know how many older people I've spoken to where they wish they chased their dreams? They wish they didn't. They wish they didn't go to college to make their parents happy. They wish that they went to college and pursued that dream. They wish that they never married this person, or they wish that they never, you know what I'm saying? Like, I think that's just life. people live life unfulfilled. I don't think that has nothing to do with entertainment. I think that's just life. People get fat and get old and lose hope. I don't think that has nothing to do with entertainment.
At this point, the movement becomes so normalized in the mainstream that it loses its ability to challenge. The once fresh and lively cultural movement is reduced to a cheap trend, an emblem to be worn rather than a piece of resistance that demands reflection and action. The social justice movement went from rallying people towards a common goal to pointless exercises of power over celebrities and athletes who didn't pass the moral purity test.
Exactly. And then this is the thing. The person trying to cancel someone, you smoke cigarettes in front of your kid. Are we canceling you for that? When your child say I'm hungry, you say go feed yourself. Does that make this is what I'm saying? The people, like I remember being on Instagram or TikTok, it was this one dude when they was talking about the whole LeBron James with his son in the league and shit, right? Motherfuckers was like, man, why Bron trying to get Bronny in the league? Nigga, you smoke weed in front of your child. Nigga, your child tell you hungry and you just scroll on the phone still. So a lot of these people who be trying to cancel, they got something we could look at too. You know what I'm saying? No one is perfect. We're not made to be perfect. We're not robots and we're not products. We're human. We're people. We're not perfect. Simple.
Standards would only go higher and higher as time went by, until even the people inside the movement couldn't.
You know what I'm saying? Imagine a motherfucker who don't even wipe their ass every day. Be like, man, you need to get canceled. Man, bro, you take showers every 4 days. This person takes a shower. Do you care about what that person says about you? This person don't take care of their kids. Do you care about what that person says about you? Like, I'm saying, but yeah, me as well, so I could take that message, but we gotta stop caring about what people say for real. We gotta stop caring about what people say for real, especially if they ain't shit they self. Yeah.
Live up to them anymore. At that point, the focus turned inward, and the progressive sphere.
I'm just saying, imagine you want to become a doctor, right? And you're talking to, let's just say you're talking to a bus driver, right? Let's just say you're talking to a bus driver, and you're like, I want to become a doctor. Man, why you want to become a doctor? Man, you don't know nothing about that. Man, you're probably struggling and hurt someone and get malpractice. You're a bus driver, bro. Why am I taking doctor advice? This is what I'm saying. Like, stop listening to people we don't care for or need their input. Straight up.
Started devouring itself from the inside out.
Word to my mother, I really got the Joe Biden pinatas on deck.
People moved past COVID like it never happened and went right back outside. Y2K aesthetic dominates everything. Baggy pants are back in style. It's a new day where virality is more important than ever. Streamers have become the new celebrities. Yego's DEFCON 3.
You can't say out loud that this person ever did anything good, and I'm done with that.
Barbenheimer. Hip-hop is rapidly falling off both in quality and popularity. Nobody knows what to do. How do you stop stage 4 from happening? Well, the answer is simple. You don't. There's really only one.
You gotta let it decline so that we can have a resurgence, or we start appreciating the good things when it comes back.
One thing you can do at this point: speed up the inevitable.
The revolution.
For most rap fans, Kendrick Lamar was always everything Drake couldn't be. He was hailed as hip-hop's golden child right at the start of his mainstream run, quickly becoming the critic and fan favorite.
And I never was one of them niggas that was like Kendrick or Drake. I just listened to both. And if we being honest, I listen to both artists. But excuse me if, you know what I'm saying, if I'm in the club, you know what I'm saying, one dance, you know what I'm saying, the girls from the dirty wine, you know what I'm saying, we're not dirty whining the Section 8 in the club, you know what I'm saying, the hoes ain't shaking ass to Section. I'm just saying, like, I like Mr. Morale and the Steppers. I love Illuminate, the song he got with Absol. Like, Kendrick is a good artist, but I think Drake just has more of that hits. Well, you could say, it has no substance, or he's not talking about anything. Bro, I'm trying to have a good time. Listen, well, even I'm here for a good time, not a long time. You know, we're here for a good time, bro. I'm just trying to have a good time, have fun. So sorry if I want to see the whole shaking ass in the club and listen to some fire bang your head music.
This is good hip.
But Kendrick is still good. He's just not, you know. Kendrick is more for sitting by yourself and listening and you heard he said? He said Drake, I mean, Kendrick is that type. Like, you gotta really listen and sit down to what he's saying. He gonna say some shit you can relate to. You know what I'm saying? Drake is the type of shit you gonna hear in the club. You know what I'm saying, when you're around the girls, not the hoes, sorry ladies, beautiful women out there. You know what I'm saying? But you know, when the girls say, "Can I play a song?" I'm gonna play something Drake, because you know what I'm saying, that's a safe bet. Imagine if the girls be like, "Put on some music," and I put on Kendrick, they're gonna be like, you know what I'm saying? But if I put on One Dance, if I put on Child's Play, if I put on Key, shit, they might be cool with that. You know what I'm saying?
Pop. This is positive hip hop.
I don't know. I don't know. Drake and Kendrick is two different artists. I don't even know why we compared them, because they're both the biggest, but I don't think that comparison is valid. They're two different artists.
This is the kind of hip hop that we need. That's common.
And first of all, we just saw people didn't even claim Drake as hip hop. They said Drake is a pop artist. Oh, he's just about melodies and talking about girls. So if that's how y'all felt about him, why even include? Why are we calling him a rapper? Why are we trying to throw him in there with Kendrick? If that's the case.
On social issues.
It was the one section of the audience Drake could never win over, despite trying his hardest.
See, that's the problem, trying to win over everybody. You can't, and even me, I have to deal with that reality sometimes. Like, you can't. I be wanting to make everybody happy. Like, I want to see everybody smile. I'm the type, I would take my shirt off. I'm capping, but I'm just giving an example. Like, I'm the type, like they say, take my shirt off my back and give it to you. Like, I'm okay with sacrificing my happiness to see someone else happy. I'm okay with biting my tongue to keep the peace. I'm okay with, I'm not going to say what I want to say because I like the mood or the vibe we have going on, the relationship we have. So I'm willing to sacrifice my happiness for someone else's. But at the same time, you can't please everybody. You can't make everybody happy. Some people are just unhappy with themselves. Some people are just miserable within the world. You know what I'm saying? Yes, do try to make your positive impact out here, but you can't satisfy everyone. You can't please everybody.
Unlike Aubrey, Kendrick's main strength wasn't getting on the radio. It was creating meticulous masterpieces, timeless bodies.
Like, literally, that song Father Time by Kendrick or Mr. Morale and the Steppers, one of the most relatable, well-written, thought pieces, think pieces, rapping, whatever, ever. That song Father Time, that's one of the best songs that I can relate to from beginning to end. I love that fucking song by Kendrick. Does that mean I don't like Drake? No. And that's another thing. Like I say, I like waffles. So you don't fuck with pancakes? No. I just said I don't like waffles. Like, this is what I'm saying. Like, why, if we like something, we automatically don't? Let me say, if I say I'm a Braun fan, then it's, oh, you know what I'm saying? If I say I'm a Braun fan, then niggas gonna get on me about Jordan. If I say I'm a Jordan fan, niggas, man, you just don't fuck with Braun. That's what you. No, it's okay to like two things at once. It's okay for you to like one thing and this other thing. I don't get the fact just because you're on this side. Just because if I say I watch this YouTuber, well, you must be you must not like this because no, I just watch this. Like, I hate the fact that two things can't go together. If you're on this side, then I automatically mean this. If you're on this side, that automatically mean this. No. When did the world become like that?
Of work, which set him apart from the rest of the rap game. He was the one people counted on to lead hip hop into a brighter tomorrow. Even as the sound.
Who are these people, and why are they counting on him?
Cloud wave hit and melodic trap took over, he adapted, wrestling with Drake for the throne of hip-hop well into the 2010s. But then, he disappeared, and that allowed Drake to take the reins and lead the way as hip-hop's #1. Fast forward to 2023, and Drake is scoring.
And bro, we're not gonna like these, bro. God's plan. There's a lot of bad things that they wish and they wish and they wish. Bro, we not finna act like Drake did. It's not like he was dropping straight doo-doo garbage. he was not dropping garbage when he was king of hip hop. He was not dropping trash.
His 14th #1 album, while the genre...
Literally, people don't... What's the album where all the pregnant girls on the cover? People don't like that album, but I still go back and listen to the interlude, Saber's interlude, I think. I still listen to that song he got with Kid Cudi. I still listen to Daddy's Home or Champagne Poetry. I still listen to those songs. Like, I don't get the hate for certain things. I don't get the hate for Drake. I really don't. And I'm a Kendrick fan. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, I really don't get the hate for Drake at all. I really don't.
Is in a free fall, deteriorating into a dark pit of pathetic gimmicks and desperate trend chasers. Fans were increasingly...
Damn, why you put DDG up here? What DDG did?
Really unhappy, but the mainstream was still eating it up. Truthfully, this corrosive climate suited Drake. As the biggest rapper in the world and a notorious trend chaser himself, he stood only to gain from the lack of quality and depth the average listener had become accustomed to. Things couldn't go on this way. Something had to be done, and the Golden Child knew exactly what that was.
Radio fulfillment.
I ain't gonna lie, these music debates, I don't know. It's music. Like again? The king is back! Oh shit! He's right! Yo, YouTube, what's up with the ads, bro? Why y'all the whole video fucking dies? What the hell? Why is my YouTube melting when the ad comes on?
Motherfuck the big three. Nigga, it's just big me.
Nigga, BAM!
Seriously, Kendrick? Wow.
It's a lot of goofies with a check.
Kendrick's the best. Kendrick's the best rapper. Kendrick is a...
I think the reason why is because authenticity is at an all-time low. Like I said, you got motherfuckers out here doing shit for a check. You got motherfuckers doing shit for the clout. I think that's why authenticity is so important, or why authenticity is so like such a big thing in the media internet spaces, is because for a long time, or there's a lot of people out here that are not authentic. There's a lot of people that are just chasing trends and being performative. So when you see someone who's themselves, it seems like a breath of fresh air.
I've always said Kendrick's my favorite.
Bully, I hate bullies. You must be a terrible person. Everyone inside your team is whispering that you deserve it.
I'm literally uploading Drake's diss right now. How do you have a response up before this even uploaded?
Kendrick, relax!
Hey, he going crazy.
Kendrick,
right
chill!
And I ain't gonna care if this is the only thing we could remember. I think he's just focusing on this topic, but I'm just saying, if this is the only good thing that happened musically wise the past 2 years, yeah, rap has fallen off. If the only thing talkable about was the Drake and Kendrick beef, not a new artist or this song from this no-name rapper's blowing up, like if this is the biggest story music wise, yeah, music has taken a dive.
My daughters knowing as predators like him lurking. Fuck a rap.
Wait, I can't take this. It's just too much.
Why believe you? You never gave us nothing to believe in. Cause you lied about religious views. You lied about your surgery.
A rebellion, an uprising led to one of the biggest cultural events of the 2020s.
I hear you like I'm young. You better not ever go to Cell Block 1.
A rap battle in which Kendrick Lamar destroyed Drake, slaying the flag bearer of late-stage commercial trap, and finally saying what the culture was feeling out loud. Enough with the hollow,
Who is the culture?
Lazy and unoriginal. We need music that's creative, deep, and inspired. Everybody had their fun.
And it's funny because some of the people who I probably have not even... I don't know. This is all opinion based, really. This is all opinion based. What music do you like? Simple as that.
But now the party is over, and it's time for something real.
If you say you're voting for Trump, suddenly you're a Nazi. You're Hitler.
It's time for this video to end.
You're garbage. Enough Enough.
They just want no Trump, no matter what, and they're willing to gaslight themselves.
Hey, so remember all those anti-woke guys from earlier in the video? Yeah, they didn't go away. As a matter of fact, they only multiplied and grew stronger as the public sentiment shifted further and further away from social progressivism. It wasn't just a fleeting feeling. It was a burning hatred towards the status quo that required drastic change. A fire had been started, and no one was putting it out.
It is now official. CNN.
I might be quiet because, like I said, I don't like speaking on politics. That's up to you, what you believe in. I don't really want to speak on this.
Projects that Donald Trump has been elected president, defeating Vice President Kamala Harris and making a political comeback unlike any.
47th president of the United States.
The former president's comeback.
I am going to admit I am a little surprised that they won so much.
It was finally official. We were now in
Stage 5. Death.
And that's it. Here we are. It was just announced that for the first time in 35 years, hip-hop spent an entire week without a single song.
And I think, too, there's one, I would say the reason why there's no hip-hop, one, I would say the rappers, I'm a nice person at heart, you know. Put it like this, if I had $10 left, I could get a $5 meal for myself, or fuck it, I'm gonna spend my last $10 to get me and whoever's with me. You know what I'm saying? I'm that type. You know what I'm saying? I had one more bug on my plate. It was me and bro. We both went to the store and both of us got 50-cent cakes. You feel me? I was one of them. Like, for real. I'd rather me and you eat as opposed to just me eating in your face. You know what I'm saying? I'd rather, like I said, I'll spend my last $10 making sure me and you both eat as opposed to, shit, I got $5 left and I fed myself. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm a giver. I have a big heart. And sometimes that gets you in trouble. People take your kindness for weakness. But I think, one, these rappers aren't really giving shots for real. Like, they not passing the torch, or most of these rappers, they not handing the torch down. Like, they not trying to get other people on. I would say that's a number one. People not trying to lose their spot. They want to stay on. And also, yeah, the talent is just not there. Like I said, it isn't about talent anymore. It's about, like I said, can we put the rap song in a commercial? Can they be in a Pepsi commercial for us? Can we put them in a Levi's ad? Like, I feel like it's not about the music, it's about the product. And also, these rappers is, you know what I'm saying? We got niggas in their 40s still at the top of the hip hop charts. Either there's no new talent being scouted, or they just not trying to give up the torch. But then again, mainstream is not all hip hop. Mainstream is just the heavy hitters. But there's plenty of hip hop being. I just saw a rap song be released today. So I'm saying hip hop is not dead. Hip hop is not dead.
The top 40 of the charts. The biggest trap releases of the year have all flopped diabolically, and even the average Joes are.
I don't know. Young Boy tour going crazy. I don't know about flopping. Young Boy got the youth on lock. Young Boy got the young generation for sure.
Bored at this point.
Rap is cool and all, but it's getting outplayed, bro. They talk about hoes.
See what I said? This is rage bait. This is just, nigga, when Tupac was around, all they talked about was hoes. 26 Uzi, Cardi, all the 2016 era that niggas miss so much, they talked about hoes and pussy and cars and shooting. It just sounded better. That's what I'm saying. We've been talking about the same shit. It just looks different now. You know what I'm saying? Back then, now motherfuckers say we smoke weed, get high. Back then, it was Mary Jane, Puff the Magic Dragon. You see what I'm saying? Things been around. It just looks different. That's what I'm saying. All this shit that niggas is mad at, it been around. Been around. It just looks different now.
Money.
It's the same topics, like every single...
Bro.
Time.
And they literally saying all the same things, all the same talking points.
Last night, them all in the head. Ain't nobody catching.
Okay, I hope you get caught soon, my brother.
We know that your body's T. We know that you have good poom poom. We know that you
stop playing rap for the most part, and honestly, I've come to realize it's probably the worst genre there is. Like,
man, I'm about to say it, man. This is a CIA psyop. I'm not lying.
Stage 5 is where the movement becomes culturally irrelevant and a complete non-factor in the mainstream. Those from the movement may still try to recapture an old flame, a moment that got lost in time, but the people have already moved on. The old moves don't work anymore, the shots aren't falling, and the crowd is as quiet as a church mouse.
And I'm just saying, like how Lil Yachty, when he did that tape with Detroit, and he brought himself back up and also put some new niggas on. I think some of these rappers need to do that. If you from Atlanta, go get a bunch of Atlanta artists, try to put them on, throw 100 pieces of shit on the, like I say, if you throw 100 pieces of shit on the wall, at least one of them gonna stick. You know what I'm saying? If that's how some of these rappers look or feeling, I just think they should go get wherever you from, go get 100 niggas that sound like you or 100 niggas in your city and do a track with them. That shit might either help boost you back up, or you might put somebody else on and, you know what I'm saying, and create a new movement. So even if you don't come back up and make as much money and clout as you was before, then you could be a pioneer for a new movement or a new sound. That's what I say to that. If people feel like rap is falling off, I ain't gonna lie, this whole argument about rapping falling off is rage bait to me. This shit just rage bait for real.
The power has been completely stripped from its previous holders and put into the hands of people who were made to feel silenced, mocked, and left out before. The culture is theirs to shape now.
And it's this YouTube channel I follow called Ja Talks Music or Ja Talks Radio. He literally gives like music recommendations that you've never heard of. Like if you tired of the old, or there's R&B artists that you've never heard of making some good ass music. There's rap artists that you've never heard of. Have your Mike is one of, like, Mike Earl Sweatshirt, he's in that form. You know what I'm saying? Like there's good music being made. It's just the top heavy, the heavy hitters, they might not be, because you see the people they show is what? Cardi, Uzi, Drake, Youngboy. Maybe the heavy hitters aren't hitting as much, but there's still plenty of untapped potential. There's plenty of talent in the underground. We're just not paying attention to them.
The liberal mob's lashing out at Euphoria star Sydney Sweeney, calling her racist after she posted photos.
How about this? You know what I really care about? Can healthcare be affordable? Can we stop bombing kids overseas? Can people here, we deserve good real food, not bioengineered chicken, Campbell's soup. That's the shit I'm mad about. You know what I'm saying? I'm not mad about celebrities and music. I'm mad of why is it the food stamp shit about people not getting their food? Why is it a debate? Do people deserve to eat? Does a human being deserve to eat food? The fact that that's even a question shows we're how far gone we are. Do children deserve meals? Are poor people worthy of real food? See what or are we good with cupcakes and bioengineered chicken, Campbell's soup? I'm just saying, it's way more real things to be mad about. All this shit is a distraction, bro, for real.
From her mom's 60th birthday party.
My jeans are blue.
Sydney Sweeney has great jeans.
White people shouldn't joke about genetic superiority. Since you are talking about this, I just wanted to give you an opportunity to talk about that specifically.
See what I'm saying? This is fucking performative. It wasn't a problem when she did the ad. It's a problem when the lashback happened. What backlash happened? Performative.
I think that when I have an issue that I want to speak about, people will hear.
And I'm gonna keep it real. No, most streamers keep it realer than celebrities. At least there's some streamers out there who gonna straight up say what the fuck they feel. A celebrity is a product. They're marketed, they're pushed, they're produced. So 9 times out of 10, most celebrities not gonna say what they really want to say straight up. 10 times out of 10.
And genetics. I just got my color analysis back.
There is a cultural shift happening.
What the fuck does that have to do with Dunkin' Donuts?
In the US, we're seeing a move away, even in these commercials that are so typically woke.
The zeitgeist showed it wasn't cool to be progressive or liberal.
When you're walking down the street late at night, guess what you're looking for? Black people. and you equate that with danger.
Another human I would just deport immediately.
We are just so unbelievable.
And this is why I say this is why people are more divided, why people are more angry. This is why, because look at the shit that they're pushing to us.
Fed up with the ghetto ratchet behavior, entitlement, the victimhood.
Platforms no longer care about political correctness. Corporations no longer celebrate.
And you see how,
Pride Month.
Google, no change. IBM, no change. Microsoft, no change.
Or any month for that matter. It's like they never cared about anything. Wow. Interesting.
Even Starbucks roached out on the gays?
Country is taken over as the most popular genre of music.
You have been the light of the day. You are such a gift.
You brought such light.
Look around you. Everything is a byproduct of what came before it. The overbearing need for social responsibility and pure morals of years past has now been replaced by a culture ready to eat up whatever seems authentic, no matter how shitty at its core. When something feels too clean, people crave mess. When everything's ironic, sincerity starts to look rebellious. Every era gives us ideas and moments that change the world as we know it. Then, we move on. The social justice movement didn't vanish, it dissolved. It was absorbed into the culture. The language changed, the expectations changed, and the boundaries moved. And once that happens, it stops feeling like a movement at all and just becomes the new normal. The past decade of hip-hop has been liberating. The genre doesn't take itself nearly as seriously anymore. The gender norms have been broken, and artists are free to bend their voices, their images, and their identities however they want. The demand for change has been met. The movement has served its purpose. Death is inevitable. Death is healthy. Nothing, no sound, no movement, no era can or should stay mainstream forever. Now that the people have made their money and the vultures have moved on, it's time for a reset. It's time to go back underground and come up with something new. The Kendrick-Drake beef wasn't just a rap moment. It was a reminder. Culture changes when someone chooses to change it. When people stand up and decide the old rules don't apply anymore. Every era ends the same way, with a spark, a fracture, a moment no one saw coming. And maybe, just maybe, we're closer to that moment than we think.
This was a good video. I'm done giving thoughts on this. I think I've gave enough thoughts. This was a good video. A lot of good talking points. It's two more things I want to say, but I'm not going to say it. Shout out to Duplay, the great culture shift. Shout out to you. This was a good video. A lot of good talking points. I was able to, give my opinions on certain things. And I would just say, one, stop caring about certain things. Literally, if you don't like rap, this is what I'm saying. Even if I don't like rap music, I'm not gonna make a 3-minute video talking about not listening to it. If I don't like this celebrity, I'm not gonna make a 10-minute video talking about why I don't like it. So that's one. Stop giving a fuck about what people got to say. And number two, a lot of this shit just be for engagement and rage bait. Half of the things that these people talking about, they don't, like I said, once they finish recording, once they hit the record button again to cut the camera off, they're going back to their mother, their wives, their meth, their weed, their food, their house, like whatever people do, they do. I'm saying, like, a lot of shit just performative. A lot of this shit is just for the likes and the clicks and the checks and the money. So don't take none of this shit too serious. Like, all this shit is just for entertainment and engagement at the end of the day. And another thing I would say is also live your life. Don't let people tell you how you should be. Don't let people tell you how you should live or what you should be doing with your life or how you should sound, how you should talk, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, this is just another person's opinion. Me talking and this video. This is both just another person's opinion. Someone could say, man, the world is going to shit. But a billionaire getting all the tax cuts right now could say, man, life is good as ever. You know what I'm saying? So also don't take too much heed, because we are just people talk. That's what all of this shit is. We're just people communicating. We are just two animalistic creatures talking through words, through English. All this is just people talking. So that's why I try not to, you know, and I'm a little because a lot of this shit was like just like rage bait and engagement performative shit. So some of this shit was like it's hard to deal with fake shit all the time. Like that's how I feel at the end of this video. Like a lot of bullshit, a lot of fake shit. And like I said, there's more things I want to say, but I'm gonna keep it respectful. But as anyways, thank you for thank you for watching. Next video, I really hope the next video is a little bit lighter in mood. This video kind of brought my mood down a little bit. I thought it was gonna be more insightful, and I don't know, I feel like this was, I don't know, I thought this video brought my mood down for sure though. But shout out to Pele.